Hey guys, hope you're doing very well. In today's video I'm going to do an update video on my lip fillers. Today is Thursday. I got them done on the Saturday, I don't even know what day it was, I'll write it down here somewhere, but today is Thursday, so I've had them for about 5-6 days now. I've got nothing on them at the moment. I've got no lipstick or anything like that. There might be a little bit of foundation here and there because I'm messy, but I've got nothing on my mouth at the moment. But yeah, I thought I'd do an update video, and I think I want to do a more in-depth video as well, so this video may be a little bit longer because in my vlog, because it was a vlog, it wasn't very in-depth. I didn't sit down and talk too much about the whole process and why I wanted the lip fillers and stuff like that, so I thought I'd do a full-on informational video. So if you want to know more about lip fillers or my experience or whatever, this is the video for you. So yeah, I've wanted lip fillers for around about, I want to say like 2 years maybe. I've always been fascinated by it's not surgery, but like cosmetic surgery, cosmetic procedures. I've always said I want Botox by the time I'm like 30 to 35. Not because I don't want to look older, I just love the look of Botox. Like, I think I might be the only person in the world that loves the look of a fake face. I don't know why, I'm just drawn to fake faces, I just am. But yeah, I don't know if I'll go to the fake face place. I've wanted lip fillers for about 2 years-ish. And with me, if I want something, I normally just go ahead and do it, but I feel like with something like lip fillers or Botox or whatever, something that's a cosmetic procedure but isn't, you know, going under in surgery and stuff like that, I felt like I had to sort of sit on it a little bit longer than, say, a tattoo or a piercing or changing my hair colour. I kind of sat on it for a little bit longer. Even though with lip fillers, they are reversible, like you can have it reversed. It was, I don't know, it felt like a bit of a risk to me. The lighting is going to be all over the place with this video, by the way, because the sun will come out like it is now and just like make everything bright, and then it will go away and it makes everything dark. So I have to try and accommodate for both settings. So I've tried to white balance this as best as possible, but it's gonna, there it goes, and now I'm getting dark again. I apologise, there's nothing I can do about this. But yeah, the reason why I wanted lip fillers is because lipstick is literally my favourite thing in the cosmetic world. I know I didn't have the smallest of mouths or the smallest of lips, I know that, but to me, I have tiny eyes. It may not look like I have tiny eyes, but my eyes are so tiny and close together. I just wanted something that would stand out on my face a little bit more, and yeah, I kind of thought like lip fillers would be the way to go, you know. I just wanted something bigger on my face, I guess. But yeah, I wasn't like insecure about my mouth, I didn't hate my mouth or whatever. I don't know, I just love the look of big bold lips with like red lipstick or pink lipstick or whatever. So I thought if I can get that for myself, then why not, you know, like. But yeah, I come across this Instagram account. I don't know how I come across it. I've literally no idea. Like, I wasn't seeking for a place to do lip fillers or anything like that. I just come across it. I think it might have been in like that recommended page where you press the search button on Instagram, and it must have come up there or something. I think it was like a before and an after, and I was like, wow, okay, where's this, like, what is this about? So I clicked on the Instagram page and I looked through the photos and stuff, and I was like, oh wow, okay, this is a cool place. And then I realised it was very local to me, so I was just like, I'm gonna give this a follow. Like, there's no harm in me following this account or whatever. I was just being nosy and I wanted to see more before and after photos and stuff like that. And that was quite a while ago. I don't know the exact time, but I want to say maybe a year ago, maybe like, I don't know, 9 months ago, something like that. It's been a while, but not like years and years and years. So I just carried on following their account, and I looked at their account quite a lot to see before and after photos, because you know what the Instagram algorithm is like. You never see posts from the people you want to see posts from. So I checked on their account quite a bit. That sounds a bit stalkerish, and I checked quite a lot over the past few months or whatever. But then on the Friday, kind of just like messaged them, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, you know, like, why not? And then I kind of just inquired about it all. I was just like, I'm thinking about getting lip fillers, and then they sent me over some information and, you know, the available dates and stuff like that, and how much it costs. How much it did cost. So I got 1 mil of lip fillers, and I think the normal price is 220 quid, but they had an offer of 20% off, so that was like bonus Jonas, like, why not? So I paid 180, and they had a space for the next day, which is the Saturday, and I was just like, fuck it, okay, let's just do this. I put down a £30 deposit, so it kind of works like how you would get a tattoo. They ask for a deposit, which is understandable because they're giving you that space, and if you don't turn up, you know, they're not going to get any money, but they'll have your deposit type thing, so that was understandable for me. And like beforehand I had done a lot of research, well, not a lot, a little bit of research here and there about like what lip fillers are, what do they use, is it safe, what are the complications. Like I'd done a little bit of research, you know, over the past sort of few months or so while I was following their account, because I was thinking if I was to get lip fillers I'd probably go to these girls. It's a mother-daughter duo that done my lip fillers. Which is so cool. They were really, really sweet. And by the way, the place that I got these done is called Escape Aesthetics. I can't say that word. I'll leave a link down below to their Instagram and stuff like that if you guys are in the mood for lip fillers. The place that they're located is Luton, that's the town that I work in. But like I was saying before, I had done research prior to booking. Like I was always curious, like how does it work, like how does a needle distribute all of this evenly, and like I was really curious about the whole thing. But when I like confirmed my appointment, I was just like, oh my god, like let me see, let me just double check all my research. And obviously I was still okay with it all. I was like, okay, I know the risks, it could become uneven, I could be allergic to the stuff, like there's a lot of things that can go wrong, but the results are kind of, in my opinion, worth it. That's the same with like getting tattooed or getting a piercing. Like there's always risks to modifying your body in an unnatural way, I guess. Like it's not natural to put ink into your skin, I guess, but it kind of is. Like I don't know, people have been doing it for thousands of years. So anyway, the day rolled around and I was so nervous. I hadn't had this like nervous, excited feeling in so long. I think I said in my vlog the last time I felt like that was when I got like my 7th tattoo, and I've got like 30-40 tattoos now, so that excited, nervous feeling had gone away, but it come back with me getting these lip fillers. So that was kind of fun but scary at the same time, because I didn't know what to do with myself, and I'm so glad Jasmine met me there and come with me. She's sort of like my little support system, so it was really nice to have her there. But yeah, we walked into the surgery and I was greeted by the mother-daughter duo, who again, very nice, they're very calming, and they're like, I know, they made me feel at ease because they made it like not such a big deal. It's like, yeah, you're about to have a needle shoved into your lip a few times, but it's nothing, don't worry about it, it's fine. But like they were so calming. So the mother-daughter duo, I don't know their names, which is so bad, but the daughter went through everything with me, and she said that they used hyaluronic acid, which is in most lip fillers. I don't know the type of lip filler they use, but I think they used the less extreme one because I've had such a natural result. So you can get something that's really extreme like Juvederm Plus or something like that, and that is very, very thick, but that gives you like the full mouth, like full on like pouty whatever. But this has turned out super natural. Like my mouth is so soft, it feels like my mouth, if that makes any sense. Like it feels like a normal mouth, but like I was saying in my vlog, I think anytime I see someone with lip fillers, I imagine their mouth to be super hard, which can be a thing if you go for the extreme version. They used some type of hyaluronic acid filler, which also is good if you have dry lips. A lot of people actually get lip fillers to sort out dry lips, and I naturally have dry lips. It may be because I don't drink enough water. Well, in the past couple of months I've been drinking way more water than I have in my whole entire life. I don't know if it has solved my issue. Like they still feel a teeny little bit dry, not as dry, but it can be something that can fix dry lips as well. So while the daughter was going through like the whole process and stuff, the mother came over to me and gave me some numbing cream, and I slathered it all over my mouth. I was like, my whole mouth needs to be numb, like I don't care. I was layering it on. I was just like, yes. And she asked me, you know, what I wanted my results to be, and I wanted my results to be naturalish. I didn't care if it looked ducky or whatever, but I wanted there to be a noticeable difference to me. My sister hasn't noticed. My work manager was like, no, I didn't notice. So, but I noticed the difference, so that is all that matters at the end of the day, because I did it for me, not for other people, obviously. So I said that I wanted a noticeable difference but nothing too extreme, and a 0.5mm I didn't want because I knew that wouldn't do much of a difference, and they offer a 1.5mm as well, and I thought that might be a little bit too much to start off with, so I said let's go with the happy medium, which is 1mm, and the daughter was like, yeah, that's a good idea, you'll get a good noticeable difference, but it's not too harsh. After putting on the numbing cream and talking about the results and what I want and stuff like that, she got me to sign this form, and it's just one of those forms that you would get at a tattoo studio saying like I agree to this procedure and they're not liable if anything bad happens or whatever, which, you know, they have to cover their back, it's understandable. So I read through all of that and made sure I wasn't like signing my life away, which I wasn't, and that was a quick and easy step. They got me to sit on this bed, just think, you know, tattoo studio type bed, but it was more like a doctor's bed situation because it was in like a surgery, doctor's office, medical centre thing. So they got me to sit on there. She took some before photos, and then they like lay down. They gave me this little stress ball which come in handy, and then what they did is they inject around the outside to start off with, which was the more painful bit. I maybe didn't put enough numbing cream around the outside. I probably wasn't as messy as I should have been with a numbing cream. By the way, the numbing cream was great. It made my mouth super numb. I was like, this stuff is great. No wonder people numb themselves when they get tattooed and stuff, because that stuff, it was a wild ride. I loved it. I couldn't feel my mouth. I felt like my mouth was big already. But yeah, they went around the outside. I can't remember how many injections it was. It might have been 1, 2, 3, 4, or was it maybe 8 around the outside? Or maybe like, I don't know how many it was. I didn't really count. I was kind of just like laying there just taking it. But yeah, so they did around the outside, which was the more painful of the injections. And I didn't feel the filler going into my mouth at all. You don't feel any weird sensation like that. I guess that's where the numbing cream kicks in. But I felt the needle going in, but I didn't feel it coming out. I just felt the prick of the needle, which was kind of spicy, I'm not gonna lie. And they don't put any filler in the middle of your like cupid's bow, because apparently that's what creates the duck mouth situation. So they leave that be, which I was like, okay, like I trust your judgment, and I can see what they mean. So when I feel my mouth, I can't like feel the filler, but I can feel like the plumpness here, but in the middle here it just feels like my normal mouth. I don't know, but because all of this gets filled up, it brings the middle with it type thing. So yeah, it's a cool technique. Once I did the outside, Yasmin told me that I was bleeding a lot, and I think I said in my vlog, it might be because I'm anemic, because when I get tattooed I bleed quite a lot. Again, it's not anything to do with the tattoo artist that I go to, because you guys know the artists I've been to recently, like, they are amazing artists. I think it's just me. I'm a bleeder. My skin is dramatic, my body's dramatic. It's like, oh my god, you're touching me. It's having a meltdown. So apparently I bled a lot, which I feel so bad about, I really do. But I guess it's out of my hands. I can't control it. I don't drink alcohol, so it's not because my blood is thin from alcohol or anything like that. I'm anemic. I'm just dramatic. But yeah, once I went around the outside and I was just like pissing blood or whatever, I could feel that because I was numb. So I didn't know I was bleeding. I went in the middle and they did a couple of injections in the middle here and up here to give that fuller effect. So they just bring your mouth out a little bit. And the process was over and done with in probably like 5 to 10 minutes. It was very quick. When I was laying on the bed, I didn't feel like, oh my god, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Is this ever going to end? It didn't make the time go slow. You know when you go through something kind of like traumatic or whatever, you feel like, oh my god, time is going so slow. I feel like I've been sitting here for an hour. I didn't feel like that at all. When they said they were done, I was just like, oh, okay, cool, alright. I had my eyes closed the whole time. I could feel my eyes watering. Again, my body is so dramatic. Anytime I've had my lip pierced or my nose pierced, my eyes just water. So I kept my eyes closed in hope that I wouldn't have tears coming down my face, because I was kind of scared that they would think I was like crying, but that wasn't the case. It wasn't that painful. Tears did like kind of leak. Could feel it going down my face. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I had false eyelashes on as well on that day, and I was just like, bad move. I was expecting my eyelashes to be stuck to my eyebrows when I opened my eyes. So once they had done all the injections and stuff and wiped me up and what have you, I don't know which one it was, one of them, either the mother or daughter, massaged my like mouth area and sort of just moved the filler around to make sure it was even, and then that was it. They were like, okay, we're done here. And I got up and they took after photos. I'm going to flag up one here. The other ones were just really bad, but they sent some over for me, and this is the side profile, and that's where you can notice the difference the most. Obviously my mouth was swollen here because it's obviously been under a lot of pain, but you can just see the difference, and my lips have gone down a little bit since then, just because the swelling's gone obviously. But I like that kind of side profile view. I was like, oh yeah, that looks good. So you can tell a difference front on, like I can tell a little bit of a difference, but it's more to the side that you can tell the difference. So when I take photos like front on like this, I can't really tell the difference, but if I'm to the side you can see they're a little bit more fuller. I don't know if you can see from there, but whatever. So after all of that, they gave me the aftercare sheet. I don't know where I put that, but they gave me an aftercare sheet which told me like what I can and cannot do and stuff like that. And they said I could put ice on there if the swelling or bruising was bothering me or whatever, but I just didn't bother. I did buy ice, but yeah, that's just gone in my drink. I don't I didn't need to use it at all. And then they gave me this pot of Aftercare. I don't know where I put that either, but I've used it all up. But it was like a, is it silica gel or something like that? I can't remember what it's called. I will write it down here. But it's to help with bruising. I don't actually have much bruising anymore. I've got one little dot, I think. Hang on 2 seconds. Yeah, I've just got one teeny little dot here. You're not going to be able to see it from there. I'll do a close-up in a moment for you. Actually, if I do it with my phone, that'll be so much easier for me. The quality ain't going to be great, but... Okay, so this is going to be weird, but Inception. So you can see there's that little dot there. And that's the side view. God, my skin is so bad right now. But yeah, you can see this sticks out a little bit, but they're just a little bit more fuller than what they are. If you look back at previous videos, you might be able to see they're just a little bit smaller. But yes, they gave me the Aftercare, and then I went about my merry way. I was probably in there for half an hour, if that. It was very, very quick, and the ladies were like super professional, and they were very, like I was saying, calm, and they answered any questions I had. I think the only question I had was, when can I wear lipstick next? That was the only question I had. And they said after 12 hours, but I didn't put anything on for about 48 hours, I think it was. Yeah, I got them done on Saturday, and then I didn't wear any makeup until the Monday, and even then I put on a NYX matte lip cream, which is super soft and not harsh at all, because my favourite lipstick at the moment to wear is Maybelline Matte Ink, which, Jesus Christ, does not come off without scrubbing. I've still not worn any of them. I might give it another week or so, because I really don't want to jeopardise my mouth at all. I'm very keen on how my mouth looks at the moment. Afterwards, me and Yasmin got a KFC, and I could eat perfectly fine. It did feel a bit weird because my mouth was still a little bit numb, and it was quite swollen as well. But I managed to eat, you know, normally, and I could drink through a straw and stuff like that, and yeah, that was easy. There is literally no downtime, well, for me anyway. I didn't feel like I had to lay down, you know, suffer. Like, we went to Sainsbury's straight after, then we got KFC, come back to mine, and we looked at holidays and, you know, did a bit of travel planning, stuff like that, and we were talking for hours and hours, and it felt fine. Like, honestly, it felt fine. I could tell that my mouth was swollen. It was a little bit hard. The only thing that I had a problem with is drinking out of a water bottle that has that little nozzle. I couldn't get a grip on it for whatever reason, but that's fine now as well. I guess it just took me a while to get used to it. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But the main benefit that I have seen from this, apart from, you know, I feel like I have a fabulous mouth now, is that I can put on lipstick much more easily, and I feel like it looks a lot better now. I'm going to put on some now so you guys can see what my mouth looks like. 2 seconds. I'm not going to do this on camera because it takes a while, because I'm a perfectionist now. Okay, so I have the lipstick on right now. What I put on is a Barry Matte Me Up Runway. And this is one of my favourite lipsticks as well at the moment. It's a nice sort of nudie colour, but it's a little bit darker. But after getting lip fillers, putting on lipstick has been so much more easier. So that's another big benefit for me, because lipstick is literally my life. I'm definitely considering getting a top up within the next month or so. Just another extra 0.5mm. Again, I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want my mouth to be too big. I feel like another 0.5mm will just do me justice a little bit more. But I'm definitely glad I went for the 1mm to start off with. I feel like with something like this, it's best to start off smaller and then gradually get bigger, and you're also getting more natural results. I'm going to quickly talk about that more in detail in a second, because I want to give you guys some tips in case some of you are thinking about getting lip fillers. So my first tip is obviously do research the procedure, watch other YouTubers that have gone through this, read blog posts and stuff like that. There's so much information about lip fillers out there, you'd be surprised. Yeah, there's obviously different opinions and different experiences, so read and watch as much as you most possibly can. I'm glad I did. But obviously your results are going to be different to everybody else's, because your mouth is different to everybody else's, so don't think you're going to get the same result as someone else. That's another good tip of mine. Go in there open-minded, listen to the people or the person that is going to be doing your lip fillers, and listen to their advice and what they think would be good on you. My next tip would be to find a good place to do it, obviously. Make sure they have a lot of good reviews, make sure they post a lot of before and afters. I've come across places before and they don't post that many before and afters, which to me is kind of sketchy. I guess I'm looking at it from like a tattoo fangirl standpoint, where you know, tattoo artists always post pictures of their tattoos and their healed tattoos. If they don't, to me it's a little bit sketch. Look at Google reviews, look at their Facebook pages and stuff like that. Just make sure they are legit. And also, I know this sounds super stalkery, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes when places upload their before and after, they'll tag the person that has the procedure done, and then you can obviously go and look at their profile and then, you know, look at their face and see how it looks, you know, as time has gone by. I did that a couple of times. I'm not ashamed to say it, but that way you can get a good, you know, visualization of how long it lasts and what it looks like after the first initial day. So that's a good tip for you. Sounds stalkery, but oh well. Another tip I have for you, which is obviously something I haven't done yet, but start off small and then build up. And the best way I can compare this to something that you may understand is when you stretch your ears. You don't all of a sudden stretch your ears to like huge, you know, you start off small and then you build it up and you stretch and you stretch and you stretch. I think it should be the same for when you get lip fillers. Get a small amount to start off with, a 0.5 or a 1 mil, and then go back a month or two later and get another 0.5 mil or another mil, and then you can get your results like that. And yes, you don't get the results you want straight away, but you're not busting your mouth out, you're not getting that super overblown look. Unless that's what you want to go for, that's fine, but if you want a natural result, I think it's best if you just build up, and that's what I'm gonna do. And the other tip I have for you is to listen to Aftercare. Make sure you listen to what your lip filler injection person is saying to you, and just listen to them as much as you can. I know you'll probably be excited or nervous or whatever and it's hard to listen, but Aftercare is important. They're not just saying it for the sake of it. So listen to Aftercare, you might get better results if you look after your mouth situation. Oh, I forgot, someone asked me on my video, how is it with the medusa piercing? I asked if I should take it out and they said no, because we're not going to go anywhere near there, like the needle's not going near there or whatever. My mouth did swell up and the bar did feel a little, just a teeny bit tight. I've got an 8mm in here, but I do have about, I don't know, 1 or 2mm of room in here, so I don't have a bar that's super tight to my mouth, which I wouldn't want anyway because that can get uncomfortable. So I have got some movement room, but yeah, I did have to take it out, and like I said, it did feel a teeny bit tight for the first day or two, and then the swelling went down and then it was fine. I did order some other bars because I want to change this one because it's got like a little pattern on it. I'm kind of bored of it, so I did order some other ones, but I ordered the wrong size by mistake. I ordered a 6mm instead of 8mm, and I ordered 3 of them, and yeah, so they come the other day and they're just too small. They're just too small. If they had ones that were 7mm, that would be perfect for me. 6 is too small, 8 is a little bit too big, but whatever. So I've ordered some 8mm ones and they'll be coming soon, and I'm going to just change it for like a little round ball, because this one is flat on my moustache area and I'm not a fan of it anymore. I'm kind of bored of it. I've had this in my mouth for a very long time. But yeah, okay, I think that is everything that I need to say. I think I've gone across everything. If I have missed anything out, just ask questions down below and I will get back to you on that. I probably won't make any more videos about this because I know this isn't the kind of content that everyone enjoys. So if I do get an extra 0.5mm, I'll obviously keep you guys updated. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing very, very well, and until my next video, bye.